Lorraine Mackerson, the woman whose phone you used, saw you stand up and put something into your jacket.
It must have been my phone.
He's lying about something.
Got a bit defensive, didn't he?
Why didn't you say that Nile Swift taught your daughter?
Are you on the investigation team?
No, I'm not.
Our man on licence, Leighton Thomas, who knows about him?
His crimes appall me, but I admire the way he's turned his life around.
I committed murder. Is that what you want to hear?
It is a sliver of brain from Nile Swift. To our surprise, the blood didn't match the brain. We might be looking at another victim.
We could have the killer's handwriting.
His first mistake.
We have a missing teenager, John Joe Patterson. Our communications officer is organising a media appeal for tomorrow.
Oh, John Joe.
One simple message: help us find this boy. John Joseph Patterson, known as John Joe, is a vulnerable 18-year-old student. He was last seen at the family home around 10 a.m. yesterday morning.
My message to John Joe would be, there's nothing for you to worry about. You're our son, and we love you very much.
And we just want you back. That's all we want, John Joe.
John Joe didn't go home last night.
Shit.
You told your mum what happened?
Not really.
Not really?
I didn't tell her.
But why?
Which lab did the newspaper go to?
Inverness.
Are you concerned his disappearance is connected to the murder of Nile Swift?
No. Sadly, John Joe has bipolar disorder. We believe he's neglected his medication.
Rumours are rife. A human heart has been found.
I'm here to appeal for the safe return of John Joe Patterson. I'm not responding to rumours.
Don't you think the people who live here and the...
I'm Blake Albrighton. I've been seconded to the investigation as forensic psychologist, and yes, you're right. Rumours have to be addressed. There is, I believe, at large in this community an extremely smart and highly dangerous serial killer.
No, Blake, you need to withdraw that.
I'm urging you to give this appeal maximum publicity. The safe return of John Joe depends on it.
Do you see that's why? How long have you known about this?
I have no comment to make on any of this. I'm here solely to appeal for the safe return of John Joe Patterson.
Everybody's attention, please. I could have everybody's attention, please.
Annie.
No.
It's not been confirmed.
No like that. I want him gone, do you hear?
I had no idea he
Hijacked
was
that
going
for
to...
his own agenda. Supposed to be restricted bloody parking. This is Loch bloody Ness we're talking about. Thanks to old Brighton, you're going to be operating with the world press up your arse.
Yeah, there's something I need to talk...
Witnessing a community in meltdown. You read his book?
I don't need to read his book. I work with him.
Sees his sister's face in every victim. My advice, get rid. Bring in somebody with 2 feet in the ground.
Yeah,
PC
before you go
Denny.
into...
Blue Mercedes van on Canal Road. Looks like it was parked with a blind one from Peters and Lee.
Who?
Doesn't matter who. Sort it out. I make one call. Forget promotion.
You don't dump this on me.
You brought him in here. And I haven't even started on
Yeah,
the...
before you...
What in the name of fuck is this?
It's a communications hub, superintendent's orders.
Bloody bastard.
You want a break?
What?
Frank, he had one of his Krakatoas. There's blood and snot everywhere.
Why do I always miss the fun?
Probation service been trying to get in touch.
Annie, what's happened?
Nothing.
12 hours airborne, come home for a kip. Dafty here is getting ready for college. The parents I've spoken to are keeping their kids home.
He was going in
See?
There's one dead, one missing, stuff we can't mention. And you're telling me it's safe?
Barry, it's your call. My opinion, we're sensible, we're safe.
You end up the bottom of the cliff. Don't come running to me.
12-hour shift.
I still can't feel my arse.
Shame, because no one else will.
When's he be off?
Today we are straddling 2 horses. Yep, for a change. Without neglecting the jobs you were assigned, anyone you talk to today ask if they have seen or had any contact with John Joseph Patterson in the last 24 hours. A few of you have asked if we've established a link between the Swift murder and the heart. Not yet. Forensics are working on it. Chief Inspector, is there something I can help you with?
Just seeing how it's done.
DS Redford has some news.
The DNA.
Yep.
In the hope that it'll help us identify the heart, the Crown Office have allowed voluntary DNA testing of all adults in the Loch area. I know. Miracle. In the first pass, we'll target males aged 24 to 44. Treat any refusal as suspicious.
So, on top of everything else, you're a probation officer as well?
You'll have Nicole Patterson back as soon as John Joe shows up.
Okay. Right, tea, coffee, kettles are spoiled.
Let's just keep it formal.
Yeah, sure.
You know this has to be daily until we catch.
Of course.
It's a bit early for that, isn't it?
That was last night.
Leighton, what's happening in this town is bound to remind you of... If you need help, we can pay for counselling.
I spent 20 years talking about what I did.
And therapy helped you understand why you did those things.
A wound doesn't heal if you keep opening it up.
Evie! Why didn't you show me this last night?
You were asleep.
Since when did that bother you?
Sometimes John Joe does stuff to get your attention. Are you keeping that?
For the time being. What is it?
Last night we were almost killed. Some maniac drove us off the road.
Where?
Road to Foyers Point, where we were supposed to meet John Joe.
Evie.
She didn't want to tell you because she took your car.
Cheers.
You point to where you think it started following you?
About here?
There's a speed camera just after the hydroelectric dam. Unless it came off a side road, we should get an ID.
Can you describe the vehicle?
It didn't have its lights on,
At first.
and then it had them on full beam.
Couldn't see a thing.
Any witnesses?
Beth and McGrellish's dad.
He came over to see if we were okay.
Could he have come from the car that was chasing you?
I don't know, maybe. Are you going to arrest Dr. Marr?
That's not a question we'd ever answer.
What about John Joe's message?
We'll take appropriate steps.
I'm sorry.
No. How old is your daughter?
18.
You can't be responsible for everything they do. When I was 18, I went to see Prince at Main Road. Me and Shona Worthington snuck into his hotel and managed to get into his room.
God, did anything?
No, he was an absolute gentleman, unfortunately. Okay, here's what we need to do.
Interview Dr. Marr, he's due here in 10 minutes. Then pay Don McGrellish a visit. A bit convenient, him just being there. And drive up to Foyers Point and see what you can see.
No problem. On it.
Touch the icon to activate a trace.
Shouldn't it beep or something?
Either John Joe's phone's out of range or the battery's been removed. When that changes, you'll get a signal.
Right. I also need you to track that phone.
Is it yours?
It's my daughter's.
That would be illegal.
You don't have children, do you?
That'll be fine. Seen a photo?
On the day he was killed, Niall Swift was in your house.
We went over this yesterday.
Why did you fire him? For the record, I'm showing Dr. Marr broken compact disc. Would we find your fingerprints on this?
Swift gave that to my daughter. I listened to the first song and it was obscene. So I fired him to protect my little girl.
Phone message has come to our attention. The person who sent it claims to know something that would send you to prison.
Send me to prison?
You're named in the message.
Who by?
I can't divulge that.
Is it a patient? This is slander.
What are they referring to?
I'm here voluntarily. Your manner is really hostile and aggressive. Had enough of this. Your manner is hostile and aggressive.
Do you think John Joe Patterson knows something?
He certainly thinks so. This will justify a search warrant.
That's your boss on the phone. Something about Albrighton.
He's a fucking secretary all of a sudden.
You hear about the newspaper?
Yes.
We're in the middle of processing it.
Is it working? You can enhance the letters.
Are you police? Read one of your books.
So you know how important it is that I see the process. That way you get the credit you deserve.
You are full of shit.
I am full of shit. No one says it to my face, though.
This is a restricted area. You can't come in.
Okay. Tell me what you do and I'll write it like it was all me.
this is the voicemail for Blake Albright. Please leave a message.
Well done, Blake. Like the blue touch paper and run like fuck. My boss has just been on the phone. He wants you gone, but he's left it up to me, so he's got deniability. Call me as soon as you get this.
You said you might have found something to link the heart to the Swift murder.
Might have. A number of tests are being rerun.
The blood in the bag didn't match the brain. What does it match?
What I'm hearing? Your psychologist body's being a dick. Frank is waving the claymore, and you are Piggy in the middle.
My psychologist is an ocean-going dick on stilts. But the investigation needs him.
You need him.
Evie! Where are you going? Mr. Petrie gave us a choice. Go to college or join a search party.
Evie, have you any idea how embarrassing that was? Sitting there with my boss, finding out my daughter's concealed potential evidence.
I knew if I told you about the car, you'd go batshit, which is exactly what you're doing.
There is somebody in our town killing people.
So what have you done about Mar?
I'm sorry?
Have you arrested him?
I'm not going to discuss
John
this.
knew something, now he's missing. Have you even searched Mar's house?
Evie, go back to college or join a search party. Don't stand there haranguing me about things you know bugger all about.
Mate, I wouldn't go in there. The creature will get you. Ooh.
Hey, sorry to bother you. We're taking mouth swabs from every male that was born between 1973 and 1993. Is Jordan Whitehead at home?
You didn't know?
Yeah, no, I knew. It's...
You didn't know it'd be like this?
No.
Well, I do. I'm a qualified nurse. You stick the kettle on. We'll have some tea.
Baxter! Baxter! Sit down. You enjoyed that?
It's all right.
You not think you should have grown out of it by now?
Don't know.
3 days ago, I found a dead body. We were student missing. You think I'm in the mood for shit like this? Today's the day you change. Stop picking on Desi. Start thinking about your future.
Future sorted. I'll be running the gift shop. Emporium of Nessie-related crap. My old man's not got long. Is what it is.
He suffered a cerebral aneurysm 2 years ago.
Is that in there?
Yeah, that was at the hospital. Just after Kieran was born.
Jordan looks happy.
He didn't know the road ahead.
John Joe? Bethan.
Il est inévitable qu'on fasse référence au tueur.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, officer. I've had a break-in. It's Dr. Simon Marr, 14, Sycamore Gardens, Loch. Yeah, well, I was just dropping my daughter up, and when I returned, my front door. Hey!
Hi, yes, sorry, there hasn't been a break-in.
recovered from your ordeal?
I'm fine. You don't play piano, do you? No. But you did know Niall Swift.
No, I haven't.
Have you any idea the damage you've done?
I've just been to see Ken and Nicole Patterson. You not give a thought for their feelings before spouting off.
The reporter asked me a legit question. I answered it.
Wasn't your job to answer it! I've still got to live here, and you fucked off.
Can you give us a room?
Look, I've been to the lab.
Now. I'm not sacking anybody. What he did was unprofessional.
He's compromised the case.
He called it right. We're dealing with a serial killer. When D.S. Redford found the sliver of brain, it was in a plastic bag smeared with blood. The blood didn't match the brain, but it did match the heart. You still think it's a coincidence? Now, whatever community panic or press onslaught ensues, we'll just have to handle that.
It still doesn't exonerate O'Brien.
If John Joe Patterson isn't found, people are going to want to know why you didn't alert the community sooner. You are going to need my support.
Don, I just had a couple of questions.
Aye. Just give me a second, I'll let the wife know you're here.
Hey. Thanks. I heard you with Smiley. Fight in my corner. So, listen. I went to the lab. Process worked.
I know, they sent me the images.
You know, I really thought this was going to be a great moment.
For your book?
For the investigation.
Is it because I won't let you screw up my life anymore? Is that why you want to screw up my job?
If that's what you think, why'd you keep me on the team?
I'm trying to figure that out.
I went into Mar's house to look for John Joe.
Right.
Our friend. I don't need you judging me. He had photos of Bethan on his laptop. Kieran, Dr. Mar...
Yeah, I heard you.
Does that not creep you out?
Bethan was the doc's babysitter. You need to let this go, Velma.
Velma?
The dumpy one out of
Yes,
Steve.
smart arse. I know who she is.
I couldn't tell you the last time we saw anyone. It's the back of beyond up here.
You know John Joe Patterson's missing?
No, we'd no idea. How long?
Day and a half.
Bethan used to be quite friendly with him. I mean, not close, but...
The reason I'm here, first to say thanks for helping Evie, but also to get a description of the car that was chasing her.
I'm not going to be much use there. The driver had his headlights on full beam.
Why are we out there?
Why was I out there? It's my land.
You heard the wolf.
I was out there to blow its head off. I wish I had.
It's had 3 of our sheep.
Thought you were on your own.
Look at the wind.
I should take a look.
It's an old house. You get noises like that all the time.
Wouldn't be doing my job if I just sat here.
It'll be nothing. That's Bethan's room. She's coming back after her exams for the summer. Must have been the wind. Caught the door.
Saw Annie get into your house today.
Sorry?
Today, I saw Annie get into your house.
The DNA test. They're doing the old village.
Can we have a word?
There we go. Tell them about your encounter with Nessie.
Sir, you're a tour boat operator. Are you concerned for your business?
Why would that be?
You don't think these reports of a serial killer are going to keep tourists away from Loch Ness?
If it was true, business would be the least of my concerns.
Sir, you're a tour boat operator.
Yeah?
This news of a serial killer, do you think it will affect trade?
Might boost it.
Dolly.
Okay. Thank you. Forensic proof. We are hunting a serial killer. These bastards don't stop, we stop them. Evidence we found in the newspaper found on Carn Moor. As you all know, different inks respond to different wavelengths of light. An infrared filter was able to pick out traces of felt tip pen. These traces were enhanced, enlarged, and reversed. The police graphologist believes the handwriting is distinctive enough to give us grounds to detain a suspect if we get a match. We could be looking at the killer's handwriting. Could be. With this in mind, we've organised a town meeting.
Yeah, to get into the hall, fill out your name and address on this form, 1 square per letter.
Like a crossword.
Our stated objectives: to open up lines of communication, give safety advice. It's locals only.
As you can see, a strong turnout from the people of Loch Boy. The question everyone is asking, what's being done to secure our safety?
Enjoy your drive. Bet you that left skid marks.
Ken, it's all right, they're with me.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay.
DS Redford to control. Message for DCI quickly. I'm on the road above the McGrelish farm. There's a trailer up here. I'm going to take a look. Police!
We organised this meeting as soon as we established a link between the murder of Niall Swift and the heart found on the Loch shore. The purpose is to ensure your safety and to answer any of your questions.
Annie?
I'm getting a signal from John Joe's phone. I think it's coming from the village hall. I'll be there in 15 minutes.
Okay, see you then.
In Inverness. This is a major investigation and the Scottish Highlands Police. Croft Street. It's staffed 24 hours a day. All visits are welcome. Please report anything. People, vehicles.
Shit! Shit! Stop! 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 Police! Please, I need you to take me to Loch village hall. Thank you.
There are people waiting to be heard.
What are you doing about the wolf?
Said any questions, I meant any relevant questions.
We're a small tight community. If we stop trusting each other, the killing is going.
A killer wins by killing.
It's less frequent in here.
I'll talk to them.
What's happened?
It's okay. Oh, Frank, don't.
How long have you known the murders are connected?
It was confirmed this afternoon.
DS Redford, can you tell us what was discussed in the meeting? Back off. Stop this! Can you stop this? I need this open!
Everybody's attention, please. If I could have everybody's attention, please.
Can I ask, please, why I was subjected to an aggressive interrogation by one of your officers?
I'm sure you are aware that we have a complaint system.
Don't worry, I've gone over your head. There are people that are in this town who are using events for their own advantage. This won't be forgotten.
Don't worry, I won't be long.
DS Redford to control. I'm on Canal Road.
Get those cameras back. Back!
Code 26. Full scenes of crime and uniform recording.
I used to call John Joe one of the special ones.
He's a murderer, Annie.
You've been sticking your nose in.
Wanted to help him!
Do we have permission to search your house?
Whoa, whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Is this your handwriting?
You lied! Ah! Tench! I don't know how fucking clearer I have to make it.
Leave me alone.
Murder.
Kevin's retrial begins and the pressure mounts on Heather to get him back in jail and wrap up the case in Fearless, new tomorrow night at 9. If you missed the first episode of Killer Women with Piers Morgan, you can catch up now or at your leisure on the ITV Hub, and on the way next, the ITV News at 10.